slide to the bay if you want to. I can pick you up. We can ride shotgun in the Benz and later on tonight I can swoop on over and get your friends. Take you to the crib, let me show you how I live. Before that, gonna get that bottle, gonna take a sip. Put your hands up, put them in the sky. Gonna strap yourself in, cause you're going for that ride. We can do this all day if you want to. We can do this all day if you want to. We can do this all, we can do this all out. We can do this all day if you want to. If you want to, if you want to. We can do this all day if you want to. If you want to, if you want to. We can do this all day if you want to. We can do this all day if you want to. Now gon' short it back that thing up, now what you gon' do? We can take it to the park, popping bottles in the bar. Either way you went too far, so go and party like a star. Don't be shy, girl, take another shot. I know you feel it in your chest, yeah, I know it's getting hot. Don't be scared, we got a lot. Nothing but the best is what we got. So enjoy this crazy thought you see it to connect the dots. We can do this all day if you want to. We can do this all day if you want to. We can do this all, we can do this all out. We can do this all day if you want to. If you want to, if you want to. We can do this all day if you want to. If you want to, if you want to. We can do this all day if you want to. It's the last call, it's the last call. Gonna take another shot, hit the bar, chug it out. Relax, shout it, yeah, we got all night. We ain't even gotta fuss and fight, cause girl, you're coming home tonight. Ooh, girl, yeah, I'm feeling kinda bent. I see it double, I'm in trouble, girl, but you're still a 10. I gotta win, even better, girl, go and get a friend. You can call me DJ Khaled, cause all I do is win. We can do this all day if you want to. We can do this all day if you want to. We can do this all, we can do this all out. We can do this all day if you want to. If you want to, if you want to. We can do this all day if you want to. If you want to, if you want to. We can do this all day if you want to. We can do this all day if you want to. If you want to, if you want to. We can do this all day if you want to. If you want to, if you want to.
You know what it is, shout it, sweat the technique, sweat the technique, sweat the technique. You know what it is, shout it, sweat the technique. Bet $100,000 I'ma be here all week, cause we all in. Homie, we be ballin', coming for that jackpot, so you know we all in. We all in. We hear you haters talking, we all in. We
all in, making that bankroll. No cap, no fitting, no Kango. You play 100 night, wanna got gang though. You ain't talking money, you ain't spitting my lingo. Good luck, talking my crew, bro. You get touched, drop it like judo. Ooh, y'all know I be bout my bucks. I'm to the Kupo, yeah, I all in like the NBA. Hunter don't play, no you can't roll with us. This king rock with this queen jack, now that's what I call a raw flush. I told y'all I'm all in, so raw like Marvin. Always in the finals, double SC, we stacking them titles, yeah.
You know what it is, shout it, sweat the technique, sweat the technique, sweat the technique. You know what it is, shout it, sweat the technique. Bet $100,000 I'ma be here all week, cause we all in. Homie, we be ballin', coming for that jackpot, so you know we all in. We all in. We hear you haters talking, we all in. We all in.
Hey, I'm all in, been ballin' since a young kid, you can't
stop this. Know it's number flames when we drop shit. On and off the court, I be locked in. Ballin' with my brothers, I ain't got friends. When I drop the album, gonna be 10-10. I be making music like a band friend. Wanna be like me, but you just can't. Fuck how you feel because I got a ball. When I was down, they ain't answer my call. Turn out, I ain't really need you at all. Find my own ride, now I got the sauce. Ask girls, still wanna see me now. You can watch me through your TV show. This in the bag, I ain't one of that talk. And standing tall when them see me falling.
You know what it is, shout it, sweat the technique. Sweat the technique. Sweat the technique. You know what it is, shout it, sweat the technique. Bet $100,000, I'ma be here all week. Cause we all in. Homie, we be ballin'. Coming for that jackpot, so you know we all in. You know what it is, shout it, sweat the technique.
All for love, I'd do anything. I can't seem to find my identity. All for love, but I plead insanity. Circles around my heart on repeat. All this for the sake of loving you. Welcome to this place, it's a table for two. I just cannot think about it. Can't live without it. Won't be without it. I'm sinking. Pull me up for air. I'm sinking. In the darkness, I can't find my way out. All the way down. Sacrifice in the fight, look alive. Sacrifice in the fight, look alive. I came to feel it. You came to feel it. Break through the silence. Unveil the secret. Into the darkness. Into the dark. Pull through the fire. Pull through the fire. I dare you to break. Go cold. Into the darkness. Show your true face. Let me believe that love has grace. And if we should learn, there are no mistakes. Love can't be lost, there's more to gain. In the name of love, I'm sinking. Pull me up for air. I'm sinking. In the darkness, I can't find my way out. All the way down. Sacrifice in the fight, look alive. Sacrifice in the fight, look alive, all the way down.
JC.
Happy Monday everyone. Today is July 24th, 2023. Today we take a look at Place Hunter's interview with the legendary Cheryl Cooley from the iconic band, Klymaxx. Shout to Catch a Vibe Radio and Wildin' Out Mondays. So I hope you got your slurpage ready, preferably steel bridge coffee, and welcome to the best damn morning show on the damn planet, hosted by the ninth wonder of the universe, Blaze Hunter, and your favorite co-host with the most, Samantha, the voice of the GPS. This is the I Feel Good Morning Show.
You're rocking with the best.
Yeah. I feel good. Blaze Hunter, knife one. I feel good. It's about time. I'm living my life, get mine. And baby, I feel good. No lie. Big cheese cross my face and no why. Baby, I feel good. These haters try to steal my joy, but I swear by my Lord, ain't stressing cause I feel good, baby. So next time you see that boy, ain't gotta ask because I'm doing so good.
So good, so good.
Yeah.
You are now tuned in to the I Feel Good Morning Show on Blaze It Up Radio.
Wake up, coffee in the morning. I'ma serve you up while you yawning. No snoozing, no sleep, just Wake up, coffee in the morning. I'ma serve you up while you yawning. No snoozing, no sleep, just ooh, 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 yeah.
Welcome to a very special episode of Catch a Vibe Radio, Wildin' Out Mondays. And oh my goodness, my God, do I have a special guest for you guys right now. Ladies and gentlemen, the amazing, the legendary group Klymaxx. That, my God, y'all just heard the music. Y'all felt the vibes. A lot of y'all was born off of this. I think I was too. Ladies and gentlemen, Cheryl Cooley, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. What an intro. Thank you.
Yeah, it's an honor. The very second that he told me, he was like, Compton. Big shout out to Compton Catch a Vibe Radio. He let me know the interview that I was doing, and he was like, yeah, so I'm gonna want you to contact Cheryl, and he kept saying Cheryl. He didn't say Cheryl Cooley, didn't say he was from, just kept saying. So I was like, all right. He was like, bass player, and I'm like, okay. And then I sent it to you or whatever. So a few days afterwards, he sent me. He's like, all right, so here's a list of videos maybe you want to play in the beginning. And as soon as I saw Klymaxx, I said, hold on. Are you talking about Klymaxx with a K? You talk about, oh my God. I was like, oh, I cannot wait. So first and foremost, how are you doing, and just what are you doing these days?
Oh my gosh. For some reason, the universe has just poured all kinds of things into my schedule, and I'm not complaining. Matter of fact, it's a little warm in California right here now. Pardon me for my moistness here.
I'm in Florida right now. I feel like Florida and California cousins. So, yeah.
But I'm still out there performing the music, the Klymaxx legacy music. Thankfully, people are still enjoying the music here these many years later and coming to concerts. I'm just honored to be able to still do it, even now. And like I said, our schedules have been pretty filled, which I'm grateful for. I want to complain, but I'm not going to complain, so I can complain, so I don't want to complain. But this is what I've always wanted to be. As a child, I always wanted to be in music, be a musician, be a star, do the music and nonstop. And so I'm grateful to have the opportunity to continue to do that today. So we've been pretty busy this year with our calendar. Matter of fact, we just came back from Denver, Colorado, and we have a small pause right now. because it's going to be somebody's birthday soon. And then we'll start up again next month, August.
I love it. I love it. So when was the beginning of this journey? Not even just the group. Did you have aspirations, before joining the group? Like, just take me on a roller coaster ride right now.
Oh yeah, sure. Growing up, for whatever reason, every other Christmas, my parents would give me a toy guitar from as long as I can remember. I mean, I've seen some pictures of me 4 years old at Christmas, a toy guitar. For some reason, that was something that they made sure that I always had. So it's always been around me, and I have a sister that's 16 years older than I am. And at the time, she was married to a jazz musician by the name of Hubert Laws. And, I was, trying to tell him about this toy guitar I had, and it had accidentally tuned itself to a TV show. And I ran and got it and played it. And my sister just kind of jumped up and screamed and said, "Hey, let's get Cheryl some guitar lessons." So I started, taking guitar lessons when I was 11 years old. And, studied in school, studied music theory in school, junior high, high school. Went on to get my college degree in commercial music. And from there, pardon me again for my moistness here. From there, I was playing in different, cover bands or club bands around the Los Angeles area. And it just happened to be at a rehearsal studio, and these girls were looking in the window at me playing guitar, because at the time, a girl playing guitar was, a rarity. So, a lot of times people just kind of stare like, "Wow, she really is playing that thing, isn't she?" So these girls just kind of burst into the rehearsal room and said, "Hey, you don't want to play with this band, you want to play with our band. We have a band called Klymaxx." So I happened to be playing with some, pretty top-notch professional guys, and then these girls kind of coming in like that. I just had the feeling that they weren't, really at the level that I was trying to go to. So they invited me to the rehearsal, and I didn't go. But, as fate would have it, I felt guilty about not going to the rehearsal, so I called them and said, "Hey, when's your next rehearsal? Sorry, we missed it." And so I said, "Oh, it's tomorrow." And I was like, "I know these girls can't play, but I'm going to show up anyway." So I showed up to the rehearsal, and they were having fun. And I stayed because I enjoyed it. They appointed me the music director, and we just worked together in creating the sound of the band. But I learned, a lot. Took a lot of studies in music, music theory, writing music, writing music, arranging music, being able to sight read. Because even as of today, because I can read music charts, I'm also contracted to be a guitar player for one of the 70s artists, Houston. She calls me to come and play with her band every once in a while. So I really developed and learned as many skills as I could about music so that I could continue on into my life to, be a full-time musician, which I am so blessed to be now.
That is amazing. That is so amazing. Like how, and you were in LA at the time as well?
Yes. Yeah.
So what was the social scene like during that time, especially with a girl not being known to play the guitar? Like, what were the limitations? What was the environment? What was it?
Oh, yeah. I did have a lot of pushback. I used to have guys say, "Oh, you play like a girl," kind of thing.
But I am a girl.
But I got what they were trying to, discourage me, that I was never going to be as good as them. I mean, I got what they were doing, but I always say, at the time, really desiring for the success of being a musician, I was I was just too stupid to know I was supposed to fail. And even in college, some of the college professors, when I would write some of the assignments, I remember one particular instance where we had to write arrange a musical piece, and the teacher, just didn't read the student's name and would play it on the piano and would, critique whether it was, a good arrangement or not a good, what the student could, correct or change or improve. And then if they did it correctly, then he would say the student's name. Now, I'm not going to say what the racial mix-up was at the time, because that may or may not have played into this. But when he got to my piece, he played it, and he was really impressed and said, "I'm really impressed with this student's, composition. And this student's name is," and he didn't say it. He said, "Well, let me go on to the next." But it didn't matter to me that he didn't say my name, because it was my music, and it already validated me that I knew what I was doing. So a lot of things like that would happen. Like, knowing your art, knowing the craft, knowing the guitar, knowing, what I was doing. I had the training, I had the knowledge, and it didn't matter the knockdown. Some of the guys, in the bands were like, I want to play with a girl. Girls can't play, But I was like, I just want to play. I just want to play. I just want to do this. This is really what I want to do. And so, I didn't know that they were trying to discourage me in doing, being a musician. So I just kept going. And like I said, I just kind of happened to be at the right place at the right time. And, I encourage anybody out there doing any kind of music, any kind of entertainment, never take no for an answer. If you believe in your craft, if you believe in what you're doing, if you believe, no matter what it is, even if you're an artist and you're painting rocks, if you think that these rocks are a magnificent piece of your artistry, don't stop.
You are tuned in to Catch a Vibe Radio on Power TV's Wild and Out Mondays, hosted by Blaze Hunter, Ninth Wonder. Let's check out our sponsors. Beato's Gummies. You can get 1 pack, 10 count for $46, or you can get the official slurpage of the I Feel Good Morning Show Steel Bridge Coffee, 4 1-pound bags for $56. Steel Bridge Coffee. You check them out. These are our sponsors. Now, back to your regular scheduled program.
Don't stop.
I applaud your mindset. Like,
yes.
Where did that come from to be in a place to where you just put pride aside, even though they weren't giving you the proper credit to let it be known it's you that did this, but you took that, I take it as a win. That's validation for me. Like, how did you get that mindset? What created that for you?
Well, I think it was mainly my parents never discouraged me. They said, if you want to do this or you want to do that, do it, go for it. Don't let anybody stop you, because there were a lot of opportunities they didn't have, and they wanted me to see, me have those opportunities and able to go through those avenues, succeed in what I wanted in life. But also the teachers that I have, so many school teachers that I have were so encouraging, and saw that I was really passionate about doing music. And even if, it was my science teacher, he'd be like, you're not doing so good, but I know you really want to do this music, but being so good in class, but they would take the time for me to really understand the assignment. And, in kind of a off-cuff reward, they would let me come and play my guitar for the class.
Did it take encouraging for the girls to share that mindset?
Well, one of the things about it, we were having fun. We were having a lot of fun, and it was almost like, let's see how far it's going to take us, And it just so happened that I was working in a bank at that time. I was, had first gotten into Klymaxx, and I was telling my supervisor about this all-female band I was in. And she said, well, if you give me a demo tape and a bio picture, I'll give it to my uncle. He's a producer for People Bryson, was a well-known singer at the time. And so we, made this demo tape, and one of the songs on it was an original entitled Never Underestimate the Power of a Woman, which ended up being our first single that we did on our first album. And so she gave it to her uncle by the name of Johnny Pate, and he listened to it and he didn't like it. But now there's something in that, because it's like when one door closes, that does not mean another door will open. Because he happened to be having lunch with the vice president executive, one of the executives at Solar Records, by the name of Margaret Nash. And he said, I got this demo tape of this all-girl band. I don't think they're that good, but maybe. She said, all-girl band, let me hear it. So she listened to it and she loved it immediately. So she called me. She said, when is your next rehearsal? I want to come and see you guys perform. So she came in, she saw us, she's with all smiles. The next rehearsal we had, she brought the president, Dick Griffey of Solar Records, and we were signed within months. We were just that fast. It was just that fate was just like right there at our doorstep. And we were signed to Solar Records, and like I said, our demo tape single that we had on there was our first single, an album entitled Never Underestimate the Power of a Woman, which was released by Solar Records. And we had 5 albums after that, almost a 10-year run.
Subscribe to the Signature Series Network and unlock the on-demand section for endless entertainment. Gain exclusive access to the Signature Series Travel Club, a treasure trove of discounts and savings. Enjoy up to 60% off on flights, car rentals, theme park and movie tickets, hotels, restaurants, and more. Immerse yourself in a world of incredible deals and discounts, all in one convenient place. Experience the joy of saving money while exploring new destinations and enjoying thrilling adventures. From dream vacations to everyday expenses, the Signature Series Travel Club has you covered. Access exclusive discounts on electronics, countless stores, and a wide range of products and services. All this and more for the incredibly low price of just $5.99 a month. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to save big and indulge in top-notch entertainment. Join the Signature Series Network today and start enjoying the benefits of both unlimited entertainment and incredible savings.
So, a quick 4-month, like, wow. So how long were you and the girls together before you passed the demo on?
Probably less than 6 months. Probably about 4 months. Yeah, less than 6 months. It was just that fast. Yeah.
That is amazing. So you guys got to gel, learn each other, have fun while doing it, and wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, but again, I mean, we did have some rejections because we did, send it out to, other companies at the time. And we even got a rejection letter. Well, it was kind of rejection. It was kind of like a little note. And it was said that one of the executives was concerned about what if we all got pregnant at the same time. And we kind of laughed like, well, actually, that would be kind of convenient, but whatever, dude.
What?
Hey, well, you have to understand at that time, an all-female band was, I can't even say it was a new concept. It was not even a concept, especially not for R&B music. Now, I mean, there have been an all-female rock band. The idea of an all-female band, it was not even a concept. I mean, they did have a rock all-female band, but not R&B. Even as of today, Klymaxx is still the only R&B all-female band that has charted on billboards. This is it. I mean, no other self-contained all-female band has done R&B yet. Yeah, I mean, rock bands, pop bands, I mean, there's a couple of them, sure, but not R&B.
That eliminated the next question, because the next question was going to be, so what was the competition like? But there was none.
Well, yeah, and because there was no other, female self-contained band, they would try to compare us to, like the Mary Jane Girls, and it's like, and even at that time, I think it was Vanity 6, and we would say, well, we're a band. They're not even a band to compare us to. So it was really hard for, especially interviewers and radio shows, like, who do we compare you to?
Exactly. You can't.
Yeah.
Like there is no. I love that there is no comparison. Why do you think that there were none to come after you guys?
I mean, I think there's a lot of factors. I think the main one, a lot of times, young girls, females, older women. I mean, I think they're just not encouraged to pursue an instrument. Now, they'll be encouraged to pick up a microphone, sure, but to pick up an instrument and take lessons and learn how to play, that's that wasn't very relevant, and it's more so probably nowadays, but it's quick for people to encourage, women to sing, but not so much to pick an instrument and play. And learning how to play an instrument takes time. It takes time, it takes patience, takes endurance. You got to have the interest. Even when there's some failure involved, you have to know that you'll be able to practice past that. And sometimes women aren't encouraged like that to just, play past that stumbling block. And it's really unfortunate because there is so much creativity. There's unlimited creativity out there that needs to be tapped into. And I think at the time that, Klymaxx was most popular, women just were not encouraged to, pick up an instrument and play. Being on the road is not easy, especially if you're a lone woman out there, on the road by yourself or with your backup band. Sometimes it's not easy to be on the road. And I think sometimes women are discouraged from pursuing a live music career because there's so much demands on women, and of course, society wanting women to nurture a family and stuff like that, then there's that pressure. But to have, women to be encouraged to follow their passion and follow their dream. I mean, even if it's not even music, if it's making shoes or making clothes or, being a caterer or, building cars, if women have the encouragement like that to be whatever their passion is, then I really feel as a society, we will be so much more, receiving so much more fantastic gifts that are out there from creativity. Again, creativity is so unlimited. It's just having the opportunity and the courage to dive into there and do what your heart says. Do what your passion is. Do what your creativity says. Even if you're, an office manager that has creative ways to make your staff be more productive, that still is a creative art. And though it may look, corporate, it still has to do with using your creativity and your sense of being in camaraderie with people. So I think as a society, if we encourage women more and more to do more than just the cooking, cleaning, and raising a family, and to also be able to, follow their passions, I think we will benefit so much more as a people and as a society.
Yeah, and I love that. I would say over the last 5 years, I would say, I'm seeing a lot more women thrive now, more than ever, like in a lot of different things. I'll use wrestling for an example. I'm a huge wrestling fan. My great-grandmother had me watching it since I was 2, so I've always been a fan. And in the last 5 years, not only have, like in wrestling, it's normally always known through the freaking 3 decades I've been alive, of knowing there's always the heavyweight, the guys, the men leading everything. The women are normally, arm candy for the men or everyone. Then in that like late 90s era, it became to where they were like they would put them in like bikini matches and things of that nature and really wouldn't give them the time of day. But now these women not only can hang with the men, but now a lot of their women are main eventing some of these shows. Like they're closing out the show. Like they had 2 years ago, 2 black women got to main event the entire show to go against each other, and before they got, so the whole storyline, because obviously wrestling is a story, the whole storyline, they're angry with each other and they're enemies, but before the match started, they just cried, and you can tell that they just like, look what we're doing for women. It's crazy. And they're coming a long way. What encouragement could you give to the women coming up in music nowadays? See, nowadays, with like the most popular thing now is like, creating hip hop and R&B, and 90% of the music that's out there by women now, it's on a whole nother level of crazy. And a lot of them feel like it's the way that they have to go, and which is why a lot of them are doing it. It's so easy to create music now, easy to put it out via social media, so they're doing that thing. What message do you think that you could give to these women and just anybody that wants to pursue something that feels like the only way to go are taking those easy routes?
Well, my first uh, advice. Save money.
I know that's right.
It sounds weird as far as, pursuing your career, but if you get paid for a gig or a piece of art, do like you do with church. Take 10% and put it away. Put it in a savings. I don't know. Put it in an IRA. Put it away. Put it away for a rainy day. Put it away. I can't stress that enough. Save money, save money, save money. Put money away. Put money away. I mean, I give you an example. I'm doing some of these old school concerts, and I see some of these guys that are out here 60, 70 years old. And back in the day when we were out on the road, maybe we didn't pay into the Social Security system. I'm just going to take that as an example. Or maybe we didn't have a pension plan, or maybe we didn't have an IRA. And we were just out there, doing gig after gig, making all kinds of money and pretty much spending it as it came at us. And here we are, 30, 40 years later, 20 years later. And these same guys that had all this money coming in at that time, now at this age that they are, they have to get out there and work because they didn't put money aside. So if you're 20 years old and you're out there doing gigs or you're selling your art, even if you sell it for $1, take 10%, put it in a piggy bank, because you keep selling your art, keep selling your craft, it will gain momentum, it will grow, so that when you get to be 50, 60, 70 years old and you have kind of a nest egg, or maybe your pension plan isn't 100% of what you need, you save money aside so that you can live comfortably, so again you can continue to pursue your career without having to say, oh God, I gotta get my so-and-so taken out. That means I can't perform for 6 months and I don't know how I'm gonna pay my bill. You don't want to be in that kind of stress situation. You want your creativity to be at ease. And I'm sorry to have the responsibilities of life be the first thing that I, give encouragement to, because if your financial, if you're living your life, your situation is stable and comfortable and safe, your creativity will soar. Your creativity will feel comfortable enough to come out and give you all kinds of ideas. And even if it's something that everybody is not doing, if it's something that you're the first one to come up with the idea, just like we were saying with the hip hop artists, singing about the same thing. If you come up with a song that's singing about refrigerators, and if it's happy and perky and funny enough, people are going to sing about your song about refrigerators. I mean, it sounds crazy, but it's true. If you have a catchy tune, a catchy song, and you're singing about, I don't know, flowers waving at you. You were depressed and all of a sudden you saw a flower waving at you and you had a happy day. People will catch on to that because they're looking for something to make them feel good. Music makes people feel good. They want to hear something that makes them feel good. They want to hear the rhythm that makes them feel good. Music, artistry, all of that is really about humans feeling good. And you don't have to fall into that rut about singing about something negative because everybody's, they've made $1 million seller. Do what you feel that you want to make a song about. And you never know, that same $1 million could come your way because you struck a chord in that human nature to make them say, hey, you know what? I want to buy that, whatever it is that you make. That song, that dress, that hat, that rock, that shoe. When I put my foot in that shoe, oh my God, it just feels so good because you did something different that the shoe companies had never thought about. Be your own creativity. Be your own avenue of giving human nature, human society, something that they've never had before, because you never know. I mean, look at what we use today. Did we ever think about the internet 50 years ago? Just hey, you just never know. So, put money aside, have a nice, good nest egg that you can, kind of have to back up on. Pursue whatever your artistry is, no matter what it is, even if people think it's something crazy. If you feel passionate about it, go for it. Go for it. And then, just make a plan. If it means that you spend a whole day, whatever your artistry is, then take that day. Make sure you always have that day that's what you dedicate to making your artistry. Whatever your schedule is, you've got to make time for your creativity, your finances, and most important, your rest and your health. You have to make time for your rest and your health. I can't say that enough. Take care of your health. Take care of your health. Take care of your health. I can't stress that enough. It is so important. And it sounds corny, but health is wealth. You've got to take care of your health. You feel a little something doesn't feel right, go see about it. Take care of your health, because in that way, if you're a musician, you can continue to be out there on the road 24/7, going from city to city to making all of them dollars. But that's because your health is at the optimum level. It's hard to be out on the road and tour if you're not feeling good, if you don't feel like getting on stage, if you don't feel like dot, 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 dot. You've got to take care of your health. And whatever your life choices are, whatever your family choices are, just make sure that it's something that supports you. You don't want to be in a situationship, is what I'll call it, and that other person doesn't support your artistry. That's going to take away from you, and it's going to take away from the world experiencing you.
Man, ladies and gentlemen, did y'all just get the gems? Y'all just got gems just now. Normally we don't get this for free, but y'all just got it. Y'all just got it for free.
Yeah.
My God, I love it, because it's so important. Like for any of you watching that are basketball fans, like hate them or love them, LeBron James is going into year 21 still playing like he's in year 3, because he takes care of his body, he takes care of his health. That's his main thing. You hear everybody always say, he takes care of his body. There are a lot of players who make it to year 11 and they're already on the down and the decline. So it's so important, and I'm so glad that you pointed that out. It's amazing to see. It's extremely inspirational, and it make me, just doing every single thing that I'm doing. Even let me take an extra look at what I'm doing. See, I'm living with lupus, and that the challenges of that alone, I'm kind of forced to have no choice but to, pay attention. But there are areas, because I think by the good grace of God, a lot of times you can't tell I had it because I'm doing the things that I'm supposed to do. But there's still times where I'm like, I feel good, so I can slack off here and there, and choose to do so. And I do know for a fact that I definitely want to continue to do the things that I'm doing, inspire the people that I inspire at the top level. And yeah, health is the way to do that. I'm so glad that it's just amazing that the things that you can get. Like, there were so many questions that were in my brain as far as who was the who did you get to meet that with that famously and this that, but no, every single thing you said were all life changing things, and I appreciate you so much. I guess what I'll end it with is besides going and doing older songs, are there plans to do anything new creatively in the future?
Well, actually, we presently have a couple of recent singles out. All that information is on our website, Klymaxx.com, Klymaxx.com. We have a couple of singles out. One of them is called For Woman, which is really about an anthem encouraging women to, again, follow their dream, follow their passion. And also a second single that we have out is called Love Me, which is about, I'm pursuing my life, I'm doing all these things that I want, but I still need you to love me. Love me, Love. So we're out there performing live. Please check out our schedule there on the website. We're on social media, and usually our handle is Klymaxx Music. On Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, it's just Klymaxx, Klymaxx. But again, all of that is on our website. I encourage all of your viewers, please go to the website and sign up for our newsletter so we can let you know that, when we're going to be performing in your area. And it's just a schedule, and even gives you ticket links on how to get the tickets, or, most of the time what we've been noticing this year is most of our concerts have been free for the public to come and see us. So, that's a great situation for both us and the audience. So, please, I encourage all of your viewers to go to our website there and check us out and listen to the music. And there's some videos there. Even history of the group is there, the discography is there, the bio is there, and I'm just continuing on the Klymaxx legacy, and I'm going to show up to every concert situation as long as the audience is showing up too. So both of us are showing up and giving each other love about the music.
Man, that is amazing. I'm so inspired. That's the one thing I'm taking away from this. I'm so inspired. I'm inspired by how you grew up with the different adversity and continued to push through in the most positive way ever. I love that. I love, how you and the girls got together. I love that, it was a quick turn, with it being quick. Like a lot of times you hear things about people getting things too quick. It's the fall apart is so fast, and the fact that you're here today doing it at the level that you're doing it is just a testament, and I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Just thank you, and I'm the owner of Blaze It Up Radio. I'm definitely going to be playing the singles on my radio station. So, out of the new ones that you have out, which one do you think will be the best one for me to air and to push?
I think I would do "Love Me" first. Yeah.
All right, "Love Me" is what it's going to be. Y'all heard it first right here, exclusive. We're going to get that brand new single from Klymaxx called "Love Me" on Blaze It Up Radio. This has been Wild Out Mondays on Catch Vibe Radio. That is the amazing Miss Cheryl Cooley. This is your boy Blaze. Thank you guys so much. We love you guys. You guys have an amazing day. We out.
Hey, give it to me, baby. Love me, love me. You and loving me. Take me by the hand and show me. Put a ring on it and let me on it. Show me things I ain't never seen before. Then give me all I need it for. Don't get enough of the space to take. If you and loving me. Take me by the hand and show me. Put a ring on it and let me on it. Show me things I ain't never seen before. Then give me all I need it for. Don't get another man space to take your place. And I'll show you that my love for you is here to stay. I'll be true and I'll be yours forever. Hey baby, if you and me, love me. If you and me, love me. If you and me, love me. If you and me, love me, love me. Oh, tell me I'm beautiful and treat me like your queen. You love me, just wine and dine and show me all the finer things. You love me, I can make your wildest dreams come true. love for you is here to stay. Love me, I'll be true and I'll be yours forever. If you L-O-V-E-D, love me. 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 I've waited long enough, waited long for your love. This is what I need, and I need it now. All I got, all that I have, but only if you love me. Hey baby, you know it's not that hard. I'm pretty simple. I'd like to think. If you L-O-V-E, love me. If you L-O-V-E-D, love me. Hey, give it to me, baby. L-O-V-E, love me. If you L-O-V-E-D, love me. Love me, L-O-V-E, you to love me. If you L-O-V-E, you to love me. If you L-O-V-E, 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 love me.
Blaze, your microphone doesn't work, so just go ahead and shit your face. I will take over. I hope you all have an amazing day. This is Samantha, the voice, the GPS. This is the I Feel Good Morning Show.